FPS and some parts look 30. Anyway. Alright. Also, I'm aware that there's like a bar of color at the bottom. That's just because this is just a window capture, so anyway. Alright. Let's just put the... Let's just update that. That was actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I tested. So right side peeking is still definitely a thing, and it actually feels as though... It feels as though there's some more tolerance on the left side, but it's definitely still... Like, right side peeking is absolutely 100% still in the game. Yeah. Also, for the record, this quality does actually seem quite a bit better than last time. It's not anywhere near as grainy. $60 and 30 FPS, so, like, if it looks like it's a bit sort of slow and weird, that's probably because it's 30 FPS. I don't think it is. I think it's recording at 60 FPS, and it's just, like, at some point the Elgato settings have, like, reset, and it's not 60 FPS anymore. I don't know. I'll have to check, before the next one. Rip super jumping away from danger? No, not at all. You can still super jump, like, just fine. There's nothing... Like, you can do anything. You can still move and squid and fucking shoot people while the map's up. Like, it's kind of tricky to... Oh, yeah. So this was... Okay. Just what I was doing here. Alright. So, camera correction. So, I just want to point this out. Here, the only input I'm doing is left on the stick, and the camera was turning. I wasn't, like, turning the camera myself or anything like that. That was just the left stick was there. That is the camera correction I'm talking about, and it's obviously back, so, yeah, I fully expected it would be, but I kind of was hoping that they might have put an option in to, like, not have it. Oh, yeah, like, the UI is better. Like, there's all sorts of stuff in the UI that's really nice. That was just dumb. Yeah, I was sort of playing a bit shitty in this game. But... Actually, hang on. I just want to quickly... Now you can see I'm still moving, and of course you can jump to the spawn point. It's all fine. Yeah, but having the map on your lap is bad because you can't fucking see it. Like, if you press X, you can still kind of see what's going on behind the map. You know, like, I can still see the people being shot and all that. Camera correction is definitely in the first game. The Pro controller can be a wireless controller. Like when you plug it in, it becomes a wireless controller. It sends the data over USB. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I've been playing it wireless because the cable's a bit thick, so it's kind of weird to swing it around. But anyway. Yeah, you can look down easily, but... Is this the one where I do see? No? Okay, good. Anyway, yeah. So... I'm definitely liking mid on this map. You can do quite a lot to sort of attack mid, and that's a really fucking good thing. Like, mid is definitely a strong point, but it's not inassailable like some other maps are. You can, like, you have to rely on your entire team to hold it, basically. You can't just sort of fuck around like you would on... I didn't see the guy there, okay. You can't just fuck around like you would on, I don't know, fucking walleye mid or something. Like, you can actually cover a fair amount, but it's like, there's plenty of cover to get in, and even though, like, that was, I think, the main concern that people had, was like, oh, well, if you get a charger on your team, then, like, once you get in, like, they can just see everything. Like, well, no, that's not how it works. Maybe if the charger gets up into their snipe, then yes, maybe, possibly, but... There's also more of a connection between where you are on the map and, like, when you have something on the game screen, you can sort of... Okay, yeah. This right here, right? Like, I'm at, like, 50 health as it is, and I just go and fucking fight an Stingray, and I almost get the kill. The only reason I didn't is because I sort of missed my shot. Like, that was basically it. I practically stood in it, you know? Like, that shit's just dumb. And you can kind of see, like... Hey, I just wanna... So there's that person. Actually, that's kind of unfortunate that the 1 minute left thing comes up. I wanted to see what my crosshair movement was doing there. Yeah, see, 10 missiles, it makes sense for people to be completely vulnerable, because, like, not only... Because 10 missiles do it right? You saw a couple of times in that session that I was using just a single shot from the 10 missiles, just on one person, just to get them away, so I was using them in the 1v1, and it was, like, fast recovery time. But then, if I was halfway across the map, I could afford to take the longer recovery time, so I went for, like, the 3-shot. You know, like, that's what was going on when I was using... Like, that was the thought process, I guess. And that's good design. It's like, and you can see how the inkjet, not the inkjet, the fucking Stingray. You can see how the Stingray could potentially also look like that, but it just doesn't right now. It's like, if they made it so that you, say the Stingray, if they made it so that firing the Stingray, like, maybe the longer range you shoot it, the more damage it does or something? I don't know. Or the other way around, perhaps. Like, something like that, so that there's some sort of trade-off inherent to what's going on, rather than, oh, I'm using a Stingray, that means I have to be all the way back, right? Yeah, Cat, like, that's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. Like, 10 missiles, you have so many options with them. They're a really well-designed special. The Stingray, you only have one option, and that is to get as far back as possible so that you can use it without getting rushed, and also so that you can move it faster. Or rather, so that the bit that's hitting people moves faster. I think this is my DC. Oh, I know, I recognize that name. Okay. The really... Like, there's a lot that they could do with the Stingray. It's not as though it's a complete fucking waste of a special. And I think at some point, you know, in a year's time or so, after a patch or two, chances are the Stingray is actually going to be a good special, you know? Like, it's gonna get that buff that it needs. Like, they're gonna do something good to it. Maybe they... I don't know. Maybe they'll just double the damage or some shit. Who knows? But it'll be a good special. Or at least it won't be a terrible one like it is right now. Like, right now, that's the biggest problem, is... In Splatoon 1, there were no bad specials, so no kits were inherently just terrible, you know? In this game, the Stingray is actually bad. Even if you use it right, which is to, like, move all the way back and, like, use the distance to make it easier to aim, it's still really bad, you know? So... Yeah, I think, like, right now, people don't really get how to deal with the Stingray, so it's gonna do a lot better than it should. But it's not gonna last very long. Because, like, once people realize, oh, it's a fucking giant death beam that doesn't actually kill you, you can do the thing that I did last session, which is just run straight fucking through it and not care. You know? Like, I took a 1v1 with it in this session. Oh, and there's the double kill. I took a 1v1 with it against it in, like, one of the previous games in this session, and I just didn't care. And I would have been rewarded for that, if not for the fact that I just fucking missed all my shots, you know? So... Also, you can see what I mean about being able to attack top mid really easily here. Like, there's a lot of options that you have. If you can get into that little bunker, it's quite nice. And there you can see I was using the fact that, like, you can gather information with the 10 missiles just to see where people were. Like, kind of like an echo against a team with like 2 people off. And there I just fucking suck. I gotta admit, like, I think the game would be a hell of a lot more responsive if I had ink resistance. Like, that's definitely a concern, if I'm honest. And, like, right there, I just don't give a shit. It's like, oh hey, it's a Stingray, who cares? I'm just gonna walk through it. I know, right, Potato? All those little dots, by the way, are fucking Stingray trails. Fucking dumb. Alright. That was 10-3. This looks like the one I DC'd. Yeah. Okay, I didn't DC this one. Because I remember fighting that vinegar guy a couple of times. Oh hey, we got classic Woomy here. Wearing a fucking crash helmet because reasons. Actually, hang on. And then rip that guy. It almost seems... Damn it. That's something else I need to test out, but I would need to do it with actual splatter shot because it's the only one that... I want to see if the spread is any different. Like, the way they do spread. Because before, it was like, most of your shots are completely accurate, and then, like, a couple of them are shit. Like, that's how most weapons are in Splatoon 1, where, aside from, like, the really short-range stuff, 25% of your shots... 25% of your shots have a chance of being inaccurate, basically. That's how it works in Splatoon 1. With the exception of, like, the Junior and the Splash. Well, actually, yes, the Splash, but the Splash is different. Sploosh and Aerospray, it's like, those ones you have a 40% chance of having an inaccurate shot. And, like, that's basically as far as it goes. Whereas in this one, I'm kind of wondering if the spread is a bit different. So I actually, maybe that's something to test in like the last session, is see how the spread looks, like how the spread mechanics work, because I want to do... Okay, so the way I'm going to do the next couple of sessions is, like, I'm going to do Dualies next, then Roller, then Charger, probably. Or I might just skip Charger. Honestly, I don't know. And then I'm going to do, like, the final session, assuming I don't miss one, is going to be just, like, doing, like, random shit just to figure out stuff that I've missed. all the old character sounds are still in the game. It's just that they've added more. You don't have the same sounds every single time. Yo, Roller is really fucking good now. My one wish for this game is that one of the hairdos is an afro. That's all I care about. As long as there is an afro in this game, I will be happy. And yeah, I sort of fucked up here. I think, what did I change with my sensitivity in this? Was this like +3 or something? Oh, and yeah, like the roller kit is amazing. Oh, this is the game with 2 Jameses. I just realized something. Okay, can I, like, slowly advance? Or... oh, fuck. Whoops. Let's frame advance. Play. Frame step, control right, okay. Where was I? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's recording at 60 FPS, but it's only putting one frame every 2 frames. So, okay, I just want to see what's going on with my aim here. So... I think I might... okay, so what happened here? This whole engagement looked just really weird to me when I was playing it, and it looks even weirder on video. So what's happening here is I have the cursor on the guy, and then I adjust, and I'm shooting in the middle of nowhere. Now that's partly because I'd already got the 3 shots on him, and I knew that I'd killed him. So that's fine, but I sort of adjusted into the middle of nowhere. Like, I think I sort of reacted to the guy not dying, and... no, actually, I hadn't got the kill yet. What the hell? Okay, so now I snap to the guy in the front. Or maybe not. Okay, yeah, it should be the guy in the front. Get the shots off. And then I try to adjust... what the fuck is going on here? Like, my cursor just goes, like, randomly to the right. Like, I would not be doing that. What? And then what the fuck is this? Okay, maybe I need to turn my stick sensitivity down, because that looks like... that was stick movement. And... yeah, that... I don't know. That was... I think that was stick movement overcompensating for problems with my gyro, because I've sort of gotten into the habit of making small adjustments using the stick. But I think, I don't know, that's just really weird. Okay, I gotta fucking look at this. So what's going on here? Snap, yes, that's fine. Overcompensating. And then, I don't know. I mean, I think it's partly that. Like, I use gyro and sticks all the time. Like, that's how I play Splatoon 1. I haven't changed anything about that. I think what's happened is it is actually delayed. Like, I don't think I'm crazy about the delay. I can fucking... Right now, the game feels like playing Splatoon 1 while using my Elgato stream. So, my Elgato is, like, one of the top-of-the-line ones. Like, it's the one you actually put in your computer. But there is still a tiny amount of delay. It's playable. Like, you can play it just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it is delayed, very, very slightly, and you can feel it when you're actually playing a game like Splatoon, where you're sort of doing snap movement and all that sort of stuff. On people who are, like, not moving, my snaps are fine. On people who aren't... Sorry. On people who are moving, I'm snapping to them, and then going past them because, like, it's awkward as... It's definitely a thing, okay? Like, it feels like playing on Elgato, and it's definitely happening. Like, I can see both... I can both feel it, and I can see it in the way I'm aiming. Where I'm overcompensating, I'm trying to use the sticks to correct myself, but I've already corrected myself with the gyro, so it's overcorrecting, and it's like, just going fucking everywhere. So I'm gonna try playing with the controller plugged in next time. I didn't want to because it kind of feels weird because the cable's really heavy, and it's also a bad distance away from my gamepad. But yeah. Oh no, the Elgato works with the Switch just fine. Like this is perfectly playable. It's just, I don't know. I think I also need to check and make sure it's not actual delay, like on the game itself, because that would make a lot of sense. So I need to at some point check with like jumping and shit. Yeah, so like right there, I'm sort of flicking back and forth. And... Okay. So, if I go back to that, I do actually want to go back to that. There's no acceleration in that. No, that's snaps. That's normal. Okay, yeah. Okay. And again, like you see here, snap to where the person is, but I'm just slightly behind them. Like that's... And then I overcompensate every single fucking time they change direction. That's not something I do in Splatoon 1. Like, at all. If it was auto-aim, it wouldn't fuck with me when I'm, like, just randomly moving around the map. Like, it's constant, it is not random. Also, I don't think aim assist is... I don't see any reason why they put aim assist in this game. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. And you sort of see there how fast the tenor missiles are if you only shoot one person. So it's not as though shooting one person... It's not like... You know, people are going to at some point start saying, oh, tenor missiles should always be used on two people. No, there is a reason to use it on one person. And that is to get it off quickly. Like, if you just need to get that person to have something else to think about, all you do is just fucking shoot them with the tenor missile. Just shoot them by themselves, if you have to. Okay. Aim assist is a thing in a lot of dual stick shooters, so shooters that are on like Xbox, PlayStation, etc., where because dual sticks are really imprecise, they have a sort of aim assist function that sort of helps people track their targets. It sort of pulls you toward enemy hitboxes, basically. Or pulls your reticle toward enemy hitboxes. Spawn jump tenor missile? I don't think that's necessary. Like, I haven't tried it, but I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. I was just sort of... I don't think you need to do it. I think the better thing to do is to try and get like a crossfire on the enemy team's front. So you see me doing it on the Reef a lot, so like I'm over in sort of the nook on the right side of the map, and I just sort of point across, and I usually get 3 people targeted just because they happen to be lined up that way, you know? Yeah, Roni, that's because that's exactly what happens. You touch ink in this game and you just fucking go down to 0 speed. Same thing happens in Splatoon 1, to be fair, but... I think I DC from this one, yeah. And you can sort of see, like, I'm just reacting slowly to everything, like, I'm imprecise and all that. Anyway, I need to stop complaining about that, because I will try things to fix it, and that will happen next Testfire in 6 and a bit hours. And actually, this is another DC. And this one I know doesn't DC because Cool Guy's in here. Also, I think that gas mask Inkling is actually female. She doesn't... She looks kind of... I think the gas mask and the hairdo makes her look... Because it's like, her hair's up. So... She looks like the male Inkling from Splatoon 1. And like the gas mask is there and everything. And I think she's also wearing like a loose shirt, so... I didn't see many in the first one, but I did see a lot in the second. Like, if they're doing regional matchmaking, that's great. Like, I like playing against Japanese players. Because, you gotta remember, like, I know a lot of people don't like playing against Japanese players, but you gotta remember I'm Australian, so Japan has, like, 150 ping usually, which is very playable. Male Inklings can look kind of dopey. But yeah, now they definitely look fine. Like, some... yeah. I've pretty much always used a male Inkling except on my ults, so... And you sort of see again, I'm just a little bit slow. Like, I'm snapping to where they are, but then it's like... It always sort of feels late, I don't know. And that's also, I think, why it looks kind of stilted and sort of jittery. Anyway, I need to stop worrying about my fucking aim. I will fix it. What do you mean, Kat? Yeah, Setu, that's what I was actually thinking earlier. I think they might have actually put a proper, like, spread system in this game. I need to test it at some point because, like, if I didn't ever sit still and just shoot, so... Like, I need to start up... Maybe next session I'll just, like, stand there and spawn and just sort of shoot fucking forward, you know. Actually, come to think of it, no. My footage of the tutorial, I just sat there and shot forward for a bit. Hang on. Where are we at? 38:17. Alright. Let's grab... first one. I'm just gonna check this myself, I'm not gonna bring it up. Stop that. Okay, where is the thing? Where the thing? There we are. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's so hard to tell. That, or they've cleaned up the hitboxes. That's the other option. What do you mean, C2? Because, like, yes, you can do it, but are you talking about just for mobility's sake? Oh, wait, actually, no, we didn't. Yeah. I love how that guy just sort of ran over to the other side of the map and I couldn't fucking kill him for ages. Like, there are a bunch of places where I do actually, like, hold my aim steady for a bit. It's just... The reason I wouldn't want to do a spawn tender missile is for the same reason I wouldn't want to do a spawning strike. Like, yes, it's safer and all that, but it's like, you can achieve the same level of safety with good map awareness, and you can also get better angles on people by staying on the map. And yeah, these colors should not be in the game. Like, even though the contrast is a lot better than it was on fucking you know, port mackerel nighttime. It's just get rid of them, dude. Just no. Remove pink and purple. I'm assuming the colors are the same. Oh, it is blue, but like it's still, you know, that's what the problematic colors were last time. So, oh hey, we actually did win this one. Why is my in-game name Q? Because it is. It's actually because, like, a bunch of my... In the past, that's sort of been my name online, is just Q or whatever. With various other grammatical attachments. I love how I get quality options for the fucking replay where I'm playing a pseudo 60 FPS fucking repeated frame shitty fucking fuck shit. Yes, I am a little bit annoyed that my stream isn't 60 FPS. I don't know why it is. I need to figure that out anyway. I think this game we just sort of had trouble. Oh yeah, also the Tenta missiles, like, show people on the map for longer if you get more people locked on. You can see right there that I was the only person who got locked on there. Actually, no, the other guy did too, but I think... whatever. Anyway, point is, the lock-on didn't last very long. Like, after the missiles dropped, it was, like, all over. They added more Booyah voice clips. I have heard Woomies and all that sort of shit the whole time. Yeah, this was just bad. Hang on, who was that? Oh yeah, I think... Oh yeah, this was where I was testing substrafing. So, yeah. Right there, it works. Move on. Oh yeah, no, Slosher and all that's going to be in the game. It's just, I think what they're doing, well, obviously with the Testfire, it's the same. It's just 4 weapons because, like, they're trying to keep it simple. It's a demo after all. And this guy rushes me down and fucks it up, and then I fuck it up even more because, yeah, reasons. I think that. Did I fuck with my sensitivity? I just gotta check this. I don't think I fucked with my sensitivity before this game, but I will nonetheless check, because... Yeah, it's at 1. Alright. It's at 1. There. I was wondering, because that was a massive overshoot on this, like, if I... Hang on. What I saw was this, so... That. That is what I was just really fucking concerned about for a moment there. Like, that is a, that would be a cause to switch down, like, 3 or 4 sensitivity levels. But no, I'm pretty sure, again, that was just me trying to do things and reacting and, yeah, lag. I actually think that I might end up on -2 again. And it's just the really slow fucking noise that's getting to me. Oh yeah, and that was fun. Hero, it has in the footage I've seen of this game. It was squished in Splatoon 1 though. Well, of course lag rollers are back. Lag is back, rollers are back, so lag rollers are back. Yeah, I think here there was... I think there was just some lag. Hang on, I want to say that. Okay. Because this in-game looked as though I pressed the trigger... Yeah, okay, so... When I did this in-game, I was like, what the fuck? Did I just, like, slide over and, like, that counted? But no, it didn't actually... work like that. So it just, all it is, and I noticed this at other points as well, all it is you keep the lock-ons, like, even after they've sort of left the reticle. You don't keep them, it's just like, they only have to be slightly touching it. It's easy to shoot down inkjets, however, there are... I think a lot of people don't know that you can press X to... Oh, not X. B to like, hover higher and shit. Alright, so that was... That didn't last very long, apparently. Alright. I actually wonder... I can probably test to see if... I need to figure out what the fuck is causing this lag, because there's no reason why not 0.5, why delay like this would ever get past testing. Like, there is no fucking way. Like, yeah, I am fucking hypersensitive to any kind of delay like that, but holy shit, that's, like, that just shouldn't happen. There would have had to have been other people who had the same problem. Yeah, see, like, that shit just shouldn't be happening. Like, yeah, this is just terrible. Alright. Played handheld mode, yeah, it's probably kind of fucking terrible to aim that too. Would this game work well with LANs? Yeah, I mean, the Switch is perfect for LANs. You just bring your Switch along to a LAN event, and they just have a bunch of docks set up. You just put the Switch in the dock, and you just play the game. Like, it's actually kind of like, it's pretty much perfect. I mean, not much I can really say at this point. Yeah, so the reason I did Splattershot first is just because I wanted to try and get a feel for what the fuck was going on with my gamepad, and that's... Oh, not gamepad, gyro. And that's basically what I've done, so I'm happy with, like, just playing a bit after that. Yeah, I probably could have switched over to another weapon or something and just tested stuff, but I think it's really important to just, like, analyze this shit and see what the fuck is going on. Just figure out what's different. Also, yeah, we don't pan our map, our side of the base at all. Outside of the map. Words. Fuck. I'm having awful trouble with words right now. I think it might be partly because I've had 4 hours of sleep. Or something. I don't even remember how much. Which is probably a bad sign. Oh, holy shit. Hang on. I just realized. Wait a minute. Okay, I just realized something about the crosshair. Which... Alright, so... I wanna go